Hey guys, good morning. It's about 7 a.m. down here in central West Florida along the Gulf Coast. We're around near the Tampa Clearwater area, and behind me is a 60s muscle car that we're going to take the cover off and check out. Found this in this neighborhood. It's just a small little neighborhood down here, and this is a awesome car with a cool racing history. Also, over there's another car. I'm going to tell you it has Z in the name, and it's a Ragtop. It's under a car cover as well, and both these cars are for sale due to the owner having some health issues. This car here, we're going to see some pictures of this thing on the track. This is a monster right there, and it's one of the legendary muscle cars. So come back, check out what we found. Just driving around, saw a guy working on a house right there, and I asked him what it was, and found out it has a big racing history. It belongs to his brother, and it's actually was about to go up on sale. So it does, and it's got a trailer, and we're going to find out if that trailer comes with it, because if it does, you don't have to bring a trailer. All right, see you shortly, guys. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. All right, guys, so this is, well, let me ask you, what do you guys think this is over here? What do you think this is? So we'll make some guesses just basically on the shape. So you should know the hood scoop should give it away. And if we look underneath here, those are some big meats, and if you think, it's also got a cutoff on it. Last time this was on the road was 2008. This thing has been off the road since 2008. Let's pull it up a little bit, because this guy said we could take the cover off. There you go. All right, we know what it is. Pontiac GTO. I don't know why there's holes drilled in there, but Pontiac GTO. Last time it was off was 2008. What year is it? If you guys know what year it is, let me know. Hey guys, if you know what year this is, then let me know what year you think this is. Guys, here's the other car. Now, I gave you a hint. The hint is that this car has been here for, let's look at the tags. It has a Z in its name. So what do you think's under here? Has a Z in its name. Well, we're going to be taking off this car cover and checking this car out. By the way, it is a soft top. I think, is this a 65? Or it could be a 65 or a 64. because it's not the Coke bottle. You know which one I'm talking? The 67 and 66s are Coke bottles. They have a little bit more. A friend of mine growing up had one of these, and it was darker red. This is like a race red. Oh, it does have the roll cage and everything in it, huh?
Can't get any work done.
Hey, how'd it go, bud? I bought my Harley up today.
I saw that.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is I think around the 64, 65. It's got racing seats in it, slap shifter. So this thing has been converted. Yeah, it's a GTO, but it's been converted where the radio is. He's got his toggle switches, on off switch, but he still has the original GTO door panels and everything in this. So let's see, guys. 2373. Let's. Oh, here, I knew there was going to be a cutoff switch because I could see it. So he has a cutoff switch, and it still has the engine in it. I think this is a 65, actually, because my friend had a 65, and Johnny, he's passed away since, but when we were kids, he had one. Okay, and that's a big block.
That's a big block.
Yeah. What is that? No, it's Pontiac paint. So it's a Pontiac. What's that? A Holly double pumper, 750, 1100, something like that.
You know more about it than I do.
So, but yeah, it's a 65, 1965. So body paint on this was NN, and it's a 65, and the trim a 068-2, so 213B with the W2P. Yeah, so this is a 65 goat. He lightened this thing up big time. He took out the inside of the fenders and everything. Oh, yeah. This thing is a race car.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a race car.
And it's actually got the actual scoop is real. So look at that. I'm surprised he has the battery up here though and not in the back. But,
yeah, me too.
And he has no power brakes, so he didn't care about stopping. He just cared about going. Skinny little tires up front. Yeah. Roll cage. But and the neat thing is he left the back seat. This could be turned back to a stock GTO. Super easy. He's got a fuel cell in here. That's why he didn't put the battery back here. Yeah. Because he has a fuel cell. Yeah. But he didn't really even cut a hole too much. Like he didn't do too much damage to it.
Dash right there. Yeah.
So you got a new dashboard. Oh yeah, there you go. So it's got everything with it. So what's that? An electric? Yeah, yeah. That's a dash. But wonder what was here. So, but he has a new one, and he's got the gauge, he's got the steering wheel. But, I mean, he left the original seats in the back. So, very cool. I mean, seriously, this is like one of the coolest. He's got the oh shit handle over there for GTO. GTO doors. So, and these are power. Look at these seats are not, they're kind of racing seats, but they're adjustable racing seats, which is weird. I've never seen really a lot adjustable racing seat. But he kept the passenger so he could the scare the shit out of me seat. Yeah. So, oh nice. Yeah. So, and he's got a wiring. Looks like a wiring harness. Yeah, he's got a whole wiring harness here for it. So that's nice. Yeah. Damn. And that's solid. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there ain't no weight reduction. You don't see hardly any rust on that thing at all. All you see, guys, that's not. And just for my viewers here, hey, this is not. Rust. It's not dirt. This is rubber. This is what happens when you race cars. You get rubber all over here. So that's rubber from those Mickey Thompsons on there, and it has Mickey Thompson. So what did we get an answer on the trailer? Okay. But look at that car. That is one beautiful race red race car. Man, that thing is like. Was that garage kept, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times it was.
Yeah, because I was going to say, because if not, that roof is in mint condition. Oh, yeah. Like that whole car is in mint condition. So now, guys, we're going to show you the love me wall that most people who are successful at racing have. If you're unsuccessful, you have a hate me wall, which is just a lot of time slips that show that you're really slow. But when you have a car that wins, and we're going to go inside here, this is the love me wall. And look at that picture, dude. Look at that picture up there. Those wheels are, that front wheel is a good 3 feet off. And what year does, I wonder if it says, doesn't say, but it says 10-second on there. So it's got a 10-0. So it's a 10-second car. And this was in 2008. So in 2008, the overall winner, GTO track day in Bradenton Motorsports, which if you guys watch it now, Bradenton is now the home of Cletus McFarland. So if you've ever looked at the Cletus McFarland videos, he owns that now. And then that's the 2015 World Street Nationals there. And this one is the 2017 Nationals. This is the 2009. So he hadn't yet in 2009 or 2007. It doesn't appear that he's gotten the wheels off the ground on those days. But as you get older and you know better, you are able to just pull wheels off the ground. And then of course, this is one of the trophies here, guys. But this car is for sale. And it is pretty much set up exactly as it was there. Except for the "don't drive angry" of your brother face. But even if you notice, look, he's got the GTO Tiger hanging in there. So even during races, you still brought the GTO Tiger down. But it looks like he has the same front tires on it still. I don't know if those aren't crush walls back there, but I don't know if that's a crush wall either. That could just be torque. So, and what's your brother's first name?
Warner.
Warner. So that's Warner. That's his pretty much, anybody who knows can see it's the love of his life, this car.
Yeah.
And so, believe me, he would not be selling it if life didn't turn a way that most of us never see coming. So that's something there that you guys can look at. So yes, the car does run. That was 2008. The last time this thing had tags on it was 2008. And it looks fast just sitting there. I mean, and that's real metal body parts, guys. That is not fiberglass. This is a real GTO. It could be put back to being a real GTO real easy. These are street strip tires, so they may be the actual crush walls that are there. And let's look at the other side over here. And the other side is just as good. There's a little bit of weight reduction right there. I mean, there is nothing on here that could not be fixed. Look how solid that is. And look how straight this car is. I mean, which is kind of crazy with the torque that this thing has shown in photos, that this thing is as straight as it is. But guys, this is a stock GTO body, and it has, we looked underneath for the suspension, but this thing is not a stock car in any way. It looks like he probably was going to put the on-off switch there, but they ended up putting it in the front fender right where there would usually be a radio antenna. Well, actually, I'm sorry, the radio antennas are there, so this is just a stop, but this is a stop start for emergencies, and fuel cutoff right there. But wow, and like I said, I've driven in this neighborhood probably since 9 months ago, and I saw this under, and I was like trying to figure out at first, is it a GTO, is it a Bonneville, you know, is it an old 464 442? But wow, and I would not have guessed that this thing has it's in the condition it's in. So anyway, like I said, you guys want to buy this, it is for sale. I don't know how much. I don't get involved in the money. You guys know that. All I want to know is if I will put the email underneath. But this is the first of 2. So now, I teased you guys in the opening this morning about the second car. And that one is back here. And don't ask me for addresses to come see this. That's something between you and the seller. So, but this one here, like I said, it has a Z in its name, and I think it's an early 90s. So once we pull it out, look at that. This is the Nissan 300ZX, and not only a 300ZX, a 300ZX with metallic green paint and a convertible. Look at this thing. And by the way, guys, this one's currently, this has a current tag on it. So,
We need to lock that tag up.
huh?
We need to lock that.
Oh, I'm not taking a picture of it. I can't see it from here. But this one is, it's a 300ZX convertible, and if you look at it from up here, look at that. I mean, this car is super straight, and it's as pristine as a newborn baby. Probably battery may be a little dead because it's been sitting for a while, but it has about 160,000 miles. You would never know it. Look at these lights. First thing you can look at, these are, I think they're aftermarket lights. I don't know. They look like aftermarket, but there's no cloudy lights. This thing here, you probably put a new battery in it and start it, and it will probably go. We don't know that for sure, but I'm just saying that this is what is this? The 3000 twin cam 24 valve V6. So this has the big engine in it, guys. This is the fast big engine. And the last time this had an oil change, had a timing belt installed, was March 21st of this year. So as you can see, this thing has been taken care of, gets its maintenance when it's supposed to. This is also the love of somebody's life. But sometimes medical issues just cause you not to be able to do this anymore, and it's a heartbreak to get rid of it. But if you look at this thing, it is it's sweet. I think is that an aftermarket bumper, or is that the one that comes with it? I'm gonna say it's probably aftermarket. You guys tell me or not, because those fog lamps, but it could be, this could be one of the additions to ZX. That might be the ZX for this year. So it's a 95, guys. Put in the comments if that's it. But it does have air conditioning, brand new tires, great condition, nobody damaged, good interior. So, and it's a non-smoker car. So just know that this was a non-smoker car, even though and it has air conditioning, even though it has this beautiful top. And look at that top. That is perfecto. Black interior. It's an automatic. And that's kind of rare with these cars, especially when you got the ZX having an automatic, because a lot of them were stick shift. So for those of you who are millennials, you actually could drive this. It doesn't have the millennial trappings in it where you guys don't know how to drive a stick. So and it's CD player, everything. The interior, I'm looking in the interior right now. We can't get into it because number one, I don't want to disturb anything, especially when you have a convertible top. We don't want to do anything that could cause a leak. Secondly, the batteries are probably dead in it, which is why somebody opened the door beforehand and this window didn't go all the way up, because it was probably a dead battery. And
She leaves it open so it vents.
oh, okay, so she leaves that open purposely so it vents. Okay, which is probably why it is open. Let me just go over here real quick. I don't want to open this door, but so we can go in here. Oh, look at that. It's got like custom two-tone seats. It's got the green. It's also got like a green carbon fiber two-tone interior in this thing. Wow. I'll tell you what, guys, this thing smells like brand new leather. It's got power, everything, but there's no musty odor at all in here. This thing does smell like a new car. Usually I stick my head in here and it's like a diaper rubbed with peanut butter, but this one, no, this is sweet. Anyway, this is for sale as well. Both these cars could be yours. One of these cars could definitely be yours. And I will put down in the description the email address that you can reach out to the owners. Man, appreciate you showing us these cars. By the way, you will never find these cars if you're driving around. It's just, they're impossible to find. Like I said, I've been in this neighborhood now for about 7 months and I couldn't figure out what was here. So if I can't figure it out, you sure as heck can't. I can't tell you where it is. All I can tell you is you're probably 20 minutes from I-75. So if you want to pay for it, They could ship it anywhere as long as you pay for everything in advance. They ain't shipping it. You ain't gonna send them a check from your cousin over in Albania, and like, you know, he's not accepting any third-party checks, you know, post-dated. So, but once you guys get it, it's near 75. You're only about 2.5 hours from I-10, because we're actually above Tampa, around the Ocala area. So it's easy to get to. It's easy to ship. So I hope somebody buys it. It goes to a good home. That's what they would probably love to see, it go to somebody who's going to use them and drive them. Maybe somebody who's going to race that or restore it. Either way, they'd like to see these things go to good homes. They have taken care of them for decades. And you know, it's like when I sold my 35th anniversary, I was heartbroken because my 35th anniversary Corvette, the owner called me up that bought it, and his son totaled it like 2 months later. And I'm like, I kept it for how many years? You know, it was 3 decades old when I sold it to him, and it only had 43,000 miles on it. And then 2 months later, it's totaled. They want to sell it to somebody who appreciates the car. Anyway, thank you guys. If you like this kind of thing, check out my channel, subscribe, do all the cool things. Go check out any of our other 694 videos that we have going on. And I will, subscribe and put like this, or put a comment down. Is this the original color? Because this definitely feels like a 1980s, 90s color. It's kind of like that teal, the metallic teal. So tell me, do you think that's a real color? Or Nissan guys, I don't know. We don't feature a whole lot of the non-US muscle cars on the channel, but let me know what you think. All right guys, check it out. Like I said, if you want it, you guys negotiate. Just tell me if you bought it so I could take down the information so they don't get, you know, emails for the next 27.5 years. All right, talk to y'all later. Thank you guys. Should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.